The power of overcoming the fear. This session will help you to understand how much you learn through overcoming the fear. Enjoy it. Hi everyone. Hello Natalia. So good to see you. And hello Vinesikve. So good to see you. Powerful lady. How is everyone? Just say hello in the comments and say where you're checking from. Let's see where we are all from. I'm from Poland. And at this moment I am in small country of Slovenia. Hey Sandy. Hi Angela. Hi Ree. Yolene. So good to see you. Hi Maria. New Jersey, so many different places, so awesome. Yay, Janava, so good to see you, darling. Long time no see. Hi, Kat. So good to see you. So hello, everyone. Today is very interesting topic, fears. Who doesn't have fears? I think there is no person, like unless you are like Buddha or maybe monk who is meditating somewhere. But we all deal with different type of fears. So this is what we're gonna explore this topic today, and then we're gonna I'm gonna give you some tips how to help yourself. So this is so you can help yourself, in your daily life. And see how much time this is gonna take and where it's gonna take us this as well. So first I want to check with you all. How is everyone doing? How is the weekend? How is the day going? Brad from Dallas, hello. What are your challenges? Fears maybe? Hello, Natalie. Brad, sciatica. Right, so I can only tell you from experience and working with some people who had the same. Brad, some yoga postures help to stretch out all of that area. Some movement or some yoga poses really helped. For my own journey, I had that before, and also I've seen with my clients as well. And working on anger and resentment. Often this can be linked with mother issues or father issues, that there is deep anger, and also not being able to communicate is very also linked with your power of speaking up. So it can be also ancestor stuff. At least I had recently one lady that we were working on, and she had for years this pain. And in 3 months, we managed to clear that energy. And it was very much linked with her mother, and not be able to speak up truth. Always camouflaging, always trying to fit in, and so on. So basically selling her soul for things, So the moment we were clearing all this energy on an ancestral level, on mother-father lineage, and clearing all the limiting beliefs with speaking up and other stuff which was underneath, and teaching her how to release the old anger, and plus, of course, exercises, all was gone. So just giving you which direction you may go. Fear of not being good enough, big one for many people. Yes, fear of standing up for self, big one for most. It's very linked with our trusting ourselves. This is very much trusting ourselves and feeling safe. So this is going to be your journey. We all have soul contracts, and this is going to be your journey, of course, healing whatever you need to heal, clear whatever you need to clear, and definitely start believing in yourself and trusting yourself. So fearful of standing up for yourself, cut out, work with you on trust. trusting yourself and feeling safe here. Again, Sunday as well, I would work here, trusting yourself, trusting your abilities, and feeling that you are lovable, you are good enough for sure. Safety as well. Fear of not being useful to others. Not often I hear that. Really interesting. So I often feel that, there's a fear of disappointing others, or fear of letting down yourself or others. So Adrian, I would work here on receiving more, balancing receiving and giving, instead of focusing constantly of how much I can give, bringing the energy back to you. So basically, when you are so connected with yourself, and it's also linked with boundaries. And like most cases, of course, trust and safety is really key here. Because when you're trusting yourself and you are safe with yourself and you have balance, giving and receiving energy, therefore, whatever you do, it's perfect. How much you decide to give, offer, help, it's perfect. So it's all about coming back, how much you're willing to give, instead of seeking constantly validation through constantly giving, because this is how you may feel loved or validated or appreciated. And therefore constantly feel if you are doing enough, because deep down you want to be acknowledged, appreciated, and so on. So this would be your work, clearing all of that. I have pretty many clients on that topic. This is very common. Many people are dealing with that. Okay, let's see what else is there. I love. Here, challenging me will never find true partnership. Challenge for me is right now letting go of the fear I will never find true partnership. Natalie, first you need to be the soulmate for yourself. And I have even course about all of this topic. And all my teaching are about this. If you want to find the true soulmate, you need to be first soulmate for yourself. So how do you treat yourself? How do you treat soulmate? How do you speak to soulmate? How do you speak to yourself? And of course, healing your, Natalie, past relationship, broken heart past relationship, and calling your power back from all these past relationships as well. Healing that as well. And learning what true love is. And feeling worthy of finding the most compatible partner for yourself. The same is with people who are struggling with money as well. You are your own the best client. So when I help people to clear any limiting beliefs about, let's say, if they are opening business or they want to sell some services, like if you constantly think, oh, I cannot afford the session with you, I cannot afford this, I cannot afford that, or you're constantly holding money, you're going to attract that energy as well. You're going to be attracting clients who are going to be telling you the same thing. So you are your own best client. This is how I see. And I see so often, like how people are having the relationship with money, the same as relationship in terms of like how open you and ready you are for opening your heart. So here about, of course, love is all about becoming your soulmate and absolutely fall in love in yourself first. Energy attracts energy. So if you are in this fearful energy, not feeling deserving, you're gonna be then attracting someone who is not really right for you, or not for the highest good. So whatever clearing, healing you need to do, I highly recommend doing that. And letting go of the fear and just open your heart and allowing the risk to fall in love again. Because often there's a fear of being hurt again as well. And clearing any beliefs about what love truly is for you, uncovering all these limiting beliefs, because often we have hidden beliefs about love, like love is pain, love is controlling, men are controlling, relationships are controlling. I have a whole list of over 200 limiting beliefs that you can uncover by yourself what is happening on subconscious level. And I have even free course you can check also on my website. It's there for anyone that wants to uncover limiting beliefs. Because then when you know what beliefs you have about love, relationship, men, then you're gonna be working on this and shifting that. And the more you're shifting, the more you're opening, and you say, you know what? I'm ready to open my heart again. I am ready to this time attract the most compatible. You want the most compatible partner, compatible energetically partner in my life. I no longer want a man or a woman. The same is with clients, or whatever you sell or products. If you are if I want to study with someone, I'm going and study with them, and not trying to use, okay, is this too expensive or is this? Then if I want to do it, I just do it, because I know that then I'm gonna attracting the same clients as well. So it's really important to do that. Yes, absolutely. Healing past relationship. Often when we have so bad experiences and our heart is truly broken, okay, this is in my reality, maybe it's not everyone a reality. I often do psychic surgery on heart to repair all the heartstrings together, so people can heal faster and they can move forward much faster in life. Because I know when my heart was absolutely crushed, when my brother died, when he committed suicide, I did so many other things to help myself to clear and complete the grief. And until I repair those heartstrings on my heart, this is when I started feeling much better and moving forward. Because what is in your energy field is showing in your reality, whether it's in your body or in your reality, in your life, basically. So what else we have here? Yolene, not knowing how to protect from empathy to open taking on others' suffering. Yes, I completely get that, because I am like a sponge. And even now being with you, I need to do proper clearing after this session, because I am even just watching your stuff, and automatically my body is really into already reading your energies and so on, wanting to learn. Then so very important for you, Yolen, learning number one, knowing the difference between what is yours and what is someone else's. And this is for everyone who is especially super sensitive. But the truth is for everyone, because even people are not so super sensitive. We all take other people's energy. Even now, being with all of us here together, the energy is exchanging all the time. When you speak with someone on the phone, or even through email, or in person, the energy exchange all the time. You can't stop that. What we can actually learn is, okay, what is mine? So many people trying to process things that are not theirs, or so many people trying to heal things that there is not there. Let's say sadness is flowing and you think that this is your sadness, and it's actually your mom's sadness or your partner's sadness, or it's your anxiety. It's not your anxiety, it's someone else's anxiety. So number one is recognizing, is it mine or is it someone else? I mean, this could be just whole class for teaching you how to do it properly, but just give you here some insight. If you need more details, you can just connect with me. And then learning, clearing energy, what is not yours, you need to leave. You cannot process someone else's energy or heal someone else's energies. And often this is very much linked with heavy shoulders and even heavy neck, because we're taking so much responsibility for others. We're sucking so much energies and people's problems and stories that you can literally feel like you holding, like you have a rucksack with, I don't know, 100 kilos of stones, because you're carrying all these energies, all these stories on you. And it's exhausting. It's exhausting, number one. And then it can lead that you isolating yourself because it's too much for you, or you feel so tired and exhausted. So this is very much linked with limiting beliefs, like in order to be liked, I need to take people's energies, or in order to heal people, this was my belief, I needed to clear that, because when I was doing sessions at the beginning of my journey, I was so much in pain because I was sucking in everything. So I needed to learn that in order to heal person or help person, I do not need to take their energies. So we need to learn, whether you are in a relationship with your children, with other people's, in order to support people, we no longer need to take their stuff. We can just be for them, become present with them, but we don't need to take anything. So it's all about clearing those, uncovering first, uncovering these limiting beliefs that are deep down on subconscious level, and then clearing all of them. And I'm telling you, this actually is really very quickly to fix. One sessions and you can just literally clear things so much and learn how to do it. So this is not biggie, but then it's all about practicing. This is easy things to learn, but it's then bringing this in your daily life and being mindful and aware all the time. So the more you practice, the stronger your energy field become, because you chose this new behavior, and therefore when you interact with people, you're no longer taking stuff, or you have really deep connection with yourself. Okay, I've picked this up, let it go. So it just happens super fast, and you can help yourself super fast in seconds. Fear of the pain of loved ones transitioning. Oh, Janaba, I'm so sorry. That is real. And what we can do, only being in our light, sending them healing energy. And Janaba, you are amazing. You have such a big heart. And you are such a light. Just keep sending the energy of love to this person. See them happy, transitioning. Yes, I know it's hard to watch as a human here on this planet, what they are going through. But instead of being in fear, because fear is blocking your third eye, blocking your sensories, and keeping you in your victimhood, in low vibration. What they need high vibrations, so you can help them to transit, guide them. Whether they hear you or not, whether they are aware or not, you can connect with their spirit and help them with transition as well. By prayers, by guidance, by sending them love and gratitude and all of that. As I'm speaking, I have so much energy going through me. So focus on solution, not on problem. And this is for everyone who is dealing with any type of fears. Focus on solution, not on problem, because this keeps you in a low vibration. You are blind. So my heart goes out there, because I am dealing with certain things as well in my private life as well. My grannies as well, not well as well. So this is what we can do. We can pray for them. Again, if you need anything else, Janaba, you know that you can always message me. Fear of letting go of my current vision and being with myself. Not sure what you mean, current vision, Natalie, if you can give me more information. But absolutely, being with yourself, being now, being grateful is a key. Being creative as well is a key. So instead of being in fear, you need to step into your power. What can I do in this situation? Maybe you need to just today do what you what brings joy, let's say dancing or painting or being in the nature. And this is exactly solution for now, because then you open yourself and then true solutions comes back. It's like, call to this person, do this, and so on. We need to remember that we are so powerful and we need to step into our power. And how you trusting yourself, constantly connecting with yourself and listening what you need in a moment. What do I need right now on emotional level? What do I need now on mental level? What do I need to now? What do I need now on physical level? Constantly, this is how you're cultivating trust, because you're listening to yourself. Absolutely, Brad. 100%. Grieving is not only when we lose person, like when they die, when they exit this human body, but we can grieve when we leave job, we became redundant, or when you, like you said, when you don't see your son, or when you fall out with your friend, or moving house. Grieving can happen in many situations, not only when someone transit. 100%. We all grieve in many situations when you're moving houses, that, like, there is some kind of grief or maybe even sadness, but because you need to let go of this last, I don't know, whatever, it's 15 months or whatever of COVID, the situation, all the lockdowns. In a consciousness, in the collective consciousness, there's so much grief, and it's been since beginning, because people have been grieving the life they had, the traveling, the freedom, going anywhere they wanted, going to restaurant, going for concert, live events, and so on. I definitely feel, especially last year, there was so much grieving in the collective consciousness, so much sadness, and the same, of course, fear and anxiety. Because there is a part of us, that part of our life died. Like, I had so many workshops last year, ideas for workshops and retreats and doing so many events, all went out of the window. And I had to do transition to do things online more. So there was, of course, yes, the grief can happen in many ways. I'm telling you, I am grieving every time when I hear what is happening in my family about vaccinations or all of this stuff. It's like my heart is like, oh, gosh. But then I need to remember myself, okay, I am allowing myself to feel whatever I feel. And Brad, this is for you. Feel the grief. Because it's so important to feel whatever you need to feel, but without stories, without guilt or shame or whatever. Just, I am allowing grief. I'm allowing sadness. Not spiritualize things or intellectualize things. It's normal that you miss your son or you miss whatever. Just allowing yourself. And when you allow yourself to grieve and feel sadness, this is also how you can opening your heart for your life again. And then you can focus on solution. How you can improve your life, how you can open your heart again for yourself first. And then maybe again for love, for doing different things. And what you can do, Brad, or anyone who is in similar situation, keep sending him energy of love and blessings. We are so powerful. We are multidimensional. You can connect on soul level with your son or with whoever you are dealing with. Like, I am in Slovenia, my granny now, she's very unwell and she can die anytime. She's in Poland. It doesn't mean that I am disconnected. I can connect with her anytime, and I am on soul level. So we can pray for them, we can send them energy. If you are Reiki trained, you can send them Reiki. We can do so many things. But just not going into the victimhood and feeling powerless. We need to focus on solution. And I know it's easier said than done. And my heart goes out there to you, Brad, because it is hard. as a parent. I can only imagine that. But you also need to be in your high vibration, in higher than, because things can turn very quickly. What if you're sending him love and blessings and you work on yourself, clearing your traumas, opening your heart, start living your life fully. You never know what's going to happen. This energy, our energy is so powerful, no matter where other person is, and energy doesn't have time and space. You're gonna affect him, you're gonna activate him. Energy speaks to energy, DNA speaks to DNA. You never know, one day he may actually connect with you. Just, Brad, receive all the love. So much love to you. Just receive all this kindness, all these beautiful hearts here. Sunita, darling, this is your opportunity for healing, darling. Releasing this healing this abandonment energy, so you can truly step into your power, because this issue is creating such a huge codependency. And with codependency, you cannot thrive or blossom. You're gonna be attracting not the highest energies, because it's in codependency, we attracting codependency or codependent person. So it's really important for us to heal that wound, and therefore you can start creating committed relationship. And it doesn't mean that this is in your intimate or romantic relationship. It means any relationship, whether it's your child, whether it's your friend, whether it's your boss, whether it's anyone. It's so important. So I can feel you, Sunita, and I can just tell, like, healing this wound and truly stepping into your power and start creating committed relationship with yourself first, and then with others. And person who is, if you don't know what to do in certain situation, I don't want to talk about Brad again, poor him. Sorry, Brad, we just pick on you, but this is great example for so many situations like this, Ask your higher self what to do. Connect with his higher self, and you can talk to his higher self. So ask the higher self what to do in this situation, and you will be given answers as well what to do, because often we forcing things that we think we know what we should do. What if we don't? What if we don't anything? We don't know anything. So connect with your heart and soul, connect with your higher self, or maybe even higher self of the other person, and ask what is needed in this space, what is needed in this situation. Don't try to control and manipulate situation, because we are governed by souls. We are not governed by personalities. So we need to remember that. So this is a great tip for anyone, that you can always tap in what is really needed in situation, and this is the best way, instead of using your logic or listening others and millions ideas. I always guide people that they are their own power and teach them through sessions or courses or whatever. You need to tap into yourself. You know the best what is needed in this situation, or actually your soul and your higher self knows the best. The mind thinks that it knows. Yeah. Shabnam, darling, what I can just tell you, I've seen so many women like that, and I've worked with many women who went through traumas in relationship. And me, myself, I went through many traumas through all my childhood with my father. So I know what it means to being traumatized. But I also know what it means when you overcome the traumas and this become your gift, the biggest wisdom. Because when we heal trauma, overcome trauma, this become our wisdom. You cannot learn few things through reading books or something like this. You need to experience, you need to embody things. And therefore this become your wisdom instead of just information. So Shabma, anyone who is in similar position, I just wish really truly from my heart, because I've been there, just step truly on this healing path. Connect with whoever resonates with you, ask for help, and shift that. Don't waste another 6 years or 10 years or 20. I've seen people being in this energy for decades and then later on regretting, because when they realize, I'm working with one lady and she's over 60 and we've been working since December. She is different person. I'm not telling, even after 2-3 months, she was already a different person. From having face, hardly any get face expression, so closed off, not knowing even what I'm talking to her, certain things that I needed to help herself to open and connect. Now I'm telling you, she's she changed, I don't know even how many percentage, like 700 percentage. Like she's now such a channel. She just opened up on so many different levels. And what I hear from her very often, she regretted that she didn't do this work years ago, because she could have had a different relationship. She could have had different career. She could have behaved differently. So I highly recommend not wasting time. Get help. I did get help. And I turn into my wisdom, why I'm here sharing this with you. Because I turn all my traumas into wisdom. And this pushed me on this ascension journey, on my awakening, true awakening. And now open me on working on different dimensions. Which if you talked to me before, like years ago, I was like no chance I would even believe that I can do things like this. So traumas and limiting beliefs are the biggest blockages for us to thrive, and the more importantly, keep opening for your psychic abilities, for really stepping into your power, what you're supposed to do, what is your soul purpose. So, so let's talk about, I'm just gonna give you quickly, share with you what me dealing with my fears. I had so many fears as a person who, went through child abuse, severe child abuse, and other crazy things. And definitely when my brother committed suicide, my heart was crushed into pieces. I had many fears. I was walking anxiety since I remember, panic attacks. Thinking about the worst case scenario. This was like, I'm telling you, I had PhD on that, and I could in probably millions for all these stories that my head was creating and creating all these movies. So what helped me, what taught me dealing with fears and overcoming fears, because I had to overcome so many fears. Even one of the fears was like speaking in front of people, like I'm speaking now in front of you, especially in my second language. Even in Polish. So this was one of the biggest fear. And another biggest fear was fear of being rejected and fear of being seen. Again, I'm here in front of you being seen. So it really helped me I've used this tool of expansion, tool of awareness. Facing all these fears, I've learned so much about myself and helped me to expand on so many levels. Like I said, I wouldn't be here if I didn't overcome the fear of being seen and speaking up, or speaking generally. And all these things we can turn into our gifts and talents. And where is the resistance? This is where is the gold. So also what taught me, focus on solution, not on problem. And shake or ground or going for a walk to stop that and this paralyzing energy, because we all know how it feels when we are in fear energy. It's just really paralyzing us, we are tensing and we close off. We can't even see what is truly happening in life or in conversation or situations, because we see from the level where we are. And so it really helped me to learn about myself. And no matter what you're gonna do, you have to face it. I even left Poland when I was 23 because I thought that I'm gonna create better life. Guess what? All these traumas followed me, no matter when I traveled. So until you face it, this is how you can truly release that fear. And often these fears are linked with, yes, traumas and limiting beliefs. So for me, really stepping in on a weekly basis, clearing my limiting beliefs and healing truly changed my life. So I had to face this, no matter where you're gonna do, what you're gonna do, how much you're gonna be distracting yourself, you have to face it and you have to sit with it and ask the stories. So if there's a fear of being rejected, you need to face that. What is the worst about that? Or what the best could happen as well. And it can take you to certain situation that needs to be healed, or certain limiting beliefs needs to be shifted as well, which can give you such a transformative healing and transform not only you but your whole life. So when you trigger, I always use trigger as a tool of expansion. If I am triggered with something, if all my patterns, certain things coming up or certain limiting beliefs, awareness is everything. I'm like, ooh, this is old me, this is ego, this is old matrix. I'm not going into that. I am choosing my power, choosing being in my light, choosing saying differently, choosing taking responsibility for that. And if I need support to help me to release certain things, I ask. I have my supportive network as well, and I said, book a session, let's clear that. Oh, I have plenty already tools and awareness and everything that I'm just working through that. So this is really important. I would love to invite you, see your triggers as a tool to going deeper. When you trigger, and in this moment you can do some healing sessions, or in this moment you can work over through certain things, gosh, it will be transformative. Because when you're happy, bubbly, and la la la, in your love, you don't see what is underneath, isn't it? You see where you are in pain or something is triggering you. This is where you can drop even deeper, because it's surface, it's ready to be dealt with. Now it's up to you. Do you choose that or not? Absolutely, Sunday. Triggers is, noticing your triggers so powerful, 100%, and talking to your inner child, 100%. And what else is, I want to also fears. It's not only just, they're just bad fears. There are also valid fears. Like if you're gonna be in the middle of street, there is a valid fear that you can be hit by the car and killed. So it's a part of our inner guidance as well. Our biology is designed to make us to survive. All the time it's like radar. Am I safe? Am I safe? Am I safe? Am I safe? So certain things are valid and is a part of our inner guidance. If you're gonna be in a dodgy street and you're not gonna be really tuning to yourself, and that your inner guidance is telling you, fuck, I'm not safe here, there's a fear of being, I don't know, maybe attacked or whatever, you need to listen that. This is part of your inner guidance. So it's not always wrong, because we can have just this one perception that fear is bad, but it's also part of and we just need to explore some emotion, explore what is truly happening. Is this really valid, or is it illusion? Because anxiety and fear often is illusion. Yes, there are many situations that can be valid because it's guiding you. No, this person, something is off with this person. no, this relationship is heavy. I'm suffocating in this relationship. So it's telling you something, or you are part of certain things, or with works, it's telling you something, and you need to listen to that. This is how we mastering trusting into ourselves. And fear also can motivate you. How many? I'm sure we all had plenty of stories when actually fear motivated you. I'm sure you have lots of stuff. Just say yes in the comments if this is true. Like I give you example. When I ventured from Poland to the UK, I didn't hardly spoke any English or anything else. And I work with in care home as a care assistant and with people who suffered from dementia. And they were just dying. It was mentally and emotionally and physically super hard work. And at the time I was still broken heart, hardly spoke any English, and so on and so on, full of traumas. Gosh, this place truly motivated me. The fear of stuck there for more than I need, gosh, kick my ass as nothing else. I make sure that I had time for my English courses and negotiated the time and changing my schedule of work that I could attend those classes and make sure that I can pursue different, basically, career. This was big kick. So I'm sure you have stories where, like it can be like the fear of being hurt again, or fear of being lonely, or fear of being broke again. It can kick your ass for healing. It can kick ass for, stepping for you to different path, or let's say the COVID, even fear of losing your job, maybe kick your ass to learn new skills. Isn't it? We all have gone through this and going through this, and we're gonna be all going through that. And what is teaching also fear? Embracing negative emotions. And because they are not negative emotions, this is again conditioning that we've learned. Boys shouldn't cry, girls shouldn't be angry, blah, 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 blah. What a bullshit. The fear will teach you how to sit with your grief, or how to sit with your rejection, how to sit with your sadness, how to sit with your anger. Hopelessness. Because under fear is hopelessness. And this is very much linked with anger. Deep-rooted anger, unresolved anger. And we need to learn, all of us, to learn how to release emotions without stories, because the story creates pain. So this is really important. So it taught me that it's really important to be okay with anger, because if I suppress anger, not allowing myself to be in anger, and I'm telling you, I had lots of beliefs about anger because my father was only yelling and swearing and calling me names and so on. And believe me, I was doing the same, swearing back to him, because this was the only language I knew. When I left home, I promised myself, I made a vow with myself, I will never be like my father, so I'm not gonna be angry. I'm not gonna be screaming and yelling and all of this. So imagine now how I suffered in relationship or at work when I felt something it wasn't right. And I was literally, the heat was coming up from my belly, and I was like raging. I was like raging. Because I didn't know how to have relationship with anger, because I have distorted relationship with anger. I only saw like my father. So not only I had this buried old anger with my father, but also on top of it with current life, because I didn't know how to deal with it when I get angry. So imagine relationship, then I was like a volcano that, and so much powerless energy, and I didn't know how to deal with anger, basically, and I had to learn how to deal with anger, and it's okay to be angry. Because when we suppress anger, we're not allowing ourselves to be angry, and healthy way release anger, you're not gonna be able to truly step into energy of joy, of creativity. The same is with sadness. If you have some beliefs about sadness, like I shouldn't be crying, so many cultures or family system have beliefs that you shouldn't show your emotions. I had so many clients like that. So tell me how you can tap. If you cannot tap into sadness, how can you tap in true joy? I'm not talking about just having fun for 5 minutes. True joy on soul level is impossible. Because deep down, on soul level, on body level, there is an energetic level, there is buried sadness. So how can you really step into the energy of joy or creativity if you have wrong relationship with anger and sadness? And this is what this taught me, this journey, and that's why I'm sharing with you. And also, of course, we all feel I'm just curious, where is the fear for you showing? Is it your belly? Is it your chest? Where is it showing? For me, always been my belly in my solar plexus, which is all about feeling power is suppressed here. In this, whoever has in the solar plexus, this means that your power was suppressed, which of course, if you abuse, was suppressed. So I had to overcome this, and lack of confidence, here it is. Some people have in a chest. Yeah, belly as well. Chest is all about that freedom was suppressed. And also the need to have more freedom as well. Yeah. So, head, it can be all about trying to control or overthink, not be able to really believing that you can manage that situations. It can be the feeling of burden stuff, like heaviness, taking too much on yourself as well. Lower belly can be linked, or like not trusting what the world wants to offer. Hips, anger. So, even your body is communicating with you. And this is so powerful when you start connecting with your body and reading your body, what is telling you. So there is many lessons. I hope this helped you to just start changing the relationship with the fear. And what I want to also share with you, it will teach you when you truly step into this energy that you want to overcome whatever that you fear you have or fears. Discernment as well, because you need to discern whether it's illusion or is it truth. Is it really truth that maybe I'm gonna be broke again, or I'll fail again, or I'll be rejected? Is it true, or is it you're projecting your past because you have memories of certain situation, and therefore you're bringing this energy into future, so you're actually never living now? Yeah. So I'm giving you some tips. Ask also yourself, who does this belong to? Because often we can carry some fears that is not even yours. So when we, on the session, we're clearing some limiting beliefs and some ancestors' energy and so often. It's so often ancestor stuff, or your mom or dad. So if there is a fear of being not loved, maybe it's not even yours. Maybe it's your mom or your dad or whoever. So ask yourself, who does this belong to? Is it yours? Because if it's not yours, you cannot heal. You need to release that. Let that go. What helped me with fears, dealing with fears and anxiety as well, is breathing and shaking. And it doesn't need to be any specific technique, just conscious breathing in and out. And just like 5, 10 minutes, 20, however you need, and shaking, playing loud music and shaking whole body. This is always my first exercise that I go, breathing and shaking. And another thing, so many stories, not the truth. Exactly. It's really great observing yourself. So let's do this exercise, yeah? So are we ready to do this exercise? Absolutely, Jenny. Yes, we absorb lots of stuff from our ancestors, not only limiting beliefs, but fears, illnesses, many things. Like fear of being attacked, fear of being visible, fear of failing can be absolutely from ancestors. So I want you to sit comfortably and I want you to bring this energy of whatever fear you have at this moment. Or whatever energy is happening currently in your life, whether it's grief or sadness or jealousy or I don't know, whatever it is going on. You can bring this energy as well. And I want you to just sit and observe. You become observant. So you're gonna observe where is this energy in your body. It can be belly, can be outside of belly, can be inside your chest or outside of your chest. And then I want you to just observe. So you're not going in these energies, you're just observing from distance. Just breathing, don't forget, breathe consciously. And you just imagine like a cloud around your chest or belly or wherever it is, throat, and you're just observing. We're not giving any stories, we're not trying to reject, love it, understand. No, nothing like that. You're just watching this energy and you're just observing. That's it. So I want you to do this for some time. So I give you 1 minute. I mean, this is very short period of 1 minute. Now, normally I would do it 5-10 minutes at least. Yeah. So let's sit and just observe. And this energy also can move. It may start with belly and then start moving up to chest, and then suddenly slowly dissolving and being less stronger, you know. So let's sit in silence now, all of us, and let's observe. And you're just observing. I would like to know how it's going for you. I know that this is a very short time. Normally you would sit 5-10 minutes with it. Have you noticed the difference? I just would like to get some feedback here. How is it going for you? Okay, moved from anxiety into belly, throat choked, and into anger. So you would sit into this energy because you have a lot underneath, cut, to clear and heal and release. So you see, this is just showing you how you can easily transmute this. So you would see this with much longer cut for sure. 1 minute is not enough. And you would just allow whatever the anger wants to go, you would just allow, just keep breathing and you just allow it. And observing, no stories. Oh my God, now I have anger. Now I'm choked. No stories. No stories. It became bigger and more pressure on the chest and shoulders. It may feel at the beginning because you're bringing awareness, but you need to be observant. You just step back like you're watching movies. You're not in it. So you're not going to be in your shoulders or anything. Imagine like you have clone and watching this from distance. So this is how, of course, this was very short. We would need to sit 5-10 minutes because it can travel anywhere. But the main things, you need to zoom out and watching yourself from distance, not but I love that Natalie, mine also became a lot of bigger because it was just a minute. So you, of course, you gave the space to surface, and then but acceptance started too as well. Great. And as you just keep observing, and then it starts becoming smaller and smaller and dissolving and deserving. 100% Tamara, when I drop the story, I feel so much better. No stories. Now I have anger. Oh, probably the anger is because blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, I feel this one. No. You just like, say if I had anger, it's like, and it's in my belly. Okay, I'm just zooming out and notice the cloud of anger and just watching from distance. Keep breathing deeply. That's it. And then it can move, and I'm like, it can move through, like, let's say, frustration or sadness. I'm just allowing this. I'm observing this. No stories. I'm not trying to understand why is now sadness or why is this anger or let me just try. Nothing like this. Just really becoming observant. Zoom out. Very important. And this tool, if you won't even bring this tool to life, I highly recommend you to do it properly, like minimum 5 minutes. You need to be like around 10 minutes is even better, because the longer you stay with this as an observant, you zoom out, it become lower and less energy, and then dissolve. Normally when I sit with this 5 minutes, 80% is gone. Stories create pain, period. Every time when you go, so, oh my God, I have anxiety because blah, 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 pain. We don't want stories. We want to just shift the energy. Emotions are energies. Anger is energies. Sadness is energies. We just want to shift the energy without creating any stories. Stories equals pain. So that's why so many people are so scared of healing, and I hear so many people hear so many people, oh, like I want to do healing or this, but I am so scared of feeling pain. And I always say you can heal with ease and joy. What is the pain here is because you are in the stories and creating stories. So I am absolutely about not recreating traumas by telling me 100 times about your stories. We're just shifting energy on many levels and move on. Otherwise, you can be in a victimhood forever, decades. Exactly, emotions came and go, observe, but don't attach. 100% exactly that. So when you learn through observations about fear, any emotions, then you can practice this in your daily life and become the observant. And you will see how much less you're going to have drama in your life and how much less you're going to have pain in your life. Because you just observe. But you're allowing. If you need to allow grief or sadness, you just allow it. This is just one way of doing. I've learned this from my traveling. But there's many ways how you can shift the energies. Many ways. This is just one of the things that I've shared with you because I've realized how powerful it is. This tool, yeah? And then also what you can do as you're sitting with yourself, you can even zoom out. So I want you to close your eyes for a moment again. And I want you to imagine that you are now sitting on the cloud, or moon, or sun, or whatever planet you like, or maybe high mountains. So wherever you want, really go up, somewhere sit really up. Again, zoom out. And now look down at the situation, or look down whatever you are dealing. Look down at yourself. Is it really so scary? Maybe when you zoom out and sitting now on Mars and looking this problem is actually not that big problem. So zooming out, stepping back and see things from different perspective. This always helped me as well. How this feels for you? Could you see that maybe this problem is not that big problem? Maybe this situation is not that big situations? Have you noticed that? And another thing what I love, or at least not now so much, but definitely when I was at the first stage of my healing journey and ascension journey, I can't see my problems, Sunita. Perfect. You see? So awesome. Maybe we don't have any problems. Yeah, we just create the pain. Martyr, that's amazing. That's so important, taking the ownership, taking responsibility. %, suffering is a choice, and so many people are addicted from suffering. This is actually addiction. So many people are addicted to suffering. 100% being depressed, being anxious, because even so many illnesses, if you dive deeper in illnesses, how we create certain things, so many people are using illnesses as a boundaries because they don't know how to say no, or they don't know how to communicate with certain persons, so they manifest over and over certain illness as a boundaries, or as a trying to get attention. 100% is a choice. It can be addiction as well. So many people are addicted to that, and that's why they stuck wherever they stuck in their life. And pain again, yeah, on some level definitely I believe that we deal with so many situations on this planet that we can have physical pain and emotional pain and mental pain, and definitely, but again it depends how you look things, so it's all about perspective and where you are on this journey. The more you stepping to the next level of consciousness, you definitely see things differently. Some of them got small cut. Yay, awesome. Yes, why are we single? Is it subconscious? Yes, Nayantara. Absolutely. It's all about subconscious. I have free little mini course on my website. Just go there and we'll explain you everything, and you can even test it, what is really going on subconscious level. You can use muscle test, which is powerful. I teach this in many different ways, and maybe I will do even session here for how to use this, and then you can just test it, what is happening on subconscious level. You can go there and test it basically, because what is on your subconscious level is it's gonna running your life. If you have on subconscious level believe that I'm not lovable and I don't deserve to meet my soulmate, guess what you're gonna be doing? You're gonna be in this energy. Yes, I have circle. It calls Let Love In with Carolina. Oh, stories become habit. 100% por me. Again, let's change. I would love to invite you to changing ego, absolutely. I mean, poor ego has such a bad reputation. How I call ego is small soul. So I have big soul. That is my, of course, soul. That is, I'm connected, my higher self, connected with God consciousness and my soul. And the ego I'm calling small soul. Because I see this as an untrained child. That if you never train dog, can you blame this dog not knowing how to do things? No. Ego. So I see this way and I'm just training my little soul. I said, come with me, come, I'll show you here. Let's expand expand together. Because the moment I put some labels and it's negative, I don't want to do that, It's part of us. Ego is part of us. And when you're going through ascension journey, it's on many stages, what you're doing is an ego death. Because this part of you is dying and you're maturing your ego. If you want to know what the stages of your ascension journey, again, I have video about this on IT. You can check it. It calls Dark Night of the Soul. So it's part of our journey of maturing our ego or maturing our small soul. So, and also, we all made soul contracts before we incarnated here on this planet. We all made soul contracts what we want to learn. For me, it was believing myself and speaking up like I'm in front of you, helping people. But I had to first go through my old shit, and heal that. And we all have gifts and talents, and that's why the healing is important, because it's helping you to ascend and step to the next level of consciousness, and then truly embody. That is not going from your ego or small soul. You're truly embodying your gifts and talents, and it's more grounded, it's more matured. So I hope this makes sense as well. Can you name the title of the one about... So Johnny, if you go on my website, you will see free mini course, Let Love In. This will help you, teach you how to uncover your limiting beliefs about love, relationship, and yourself. There's over 200 beliefs that you can test it. I've collected this from all my sessions. You can do it and you learn how to do muscle test. And then also some guided meditation, so on. I also have normal, proper course on that with so many exercises and healing stuff. So there's like proper course that you can go through all this. And of course, I'm doing one-on-one session if some beliefs needs to be shifted on deeper level, like calling soul fragments back from past relationship, healing heart, clearing any entanglements, because some people had, for example, broken heart with narcissistic. So there is a higher self-strangulations happening. So there is many options, but there is a free mini course where you can learn yourself what is truly happening on subconscious level. This is number one for uncovering how to move forward. Because when you don't know what your beliefs on a deeper level that are running your life, which are leading to certain patterns, like, being single forever because you're scared to be hurt, then you're stuck in life. And we all here to thrive and expand and having joy and do what we're supposed to do. We really need to claim our power back from all these people. Even they hurt us or abuse us, we need to call our power back from all of that. And regardless what's happened, turn this into wisdom and move on. And maybe you will be helping so many people with that wisdom that you've experienced and turned into wisdom. So don't waste your story, because every story can heal another person. And I could tell you million stories from my life that I turned into wisdom, and I'm using now helping other people. Thank you, Helen. Let love in with Carolina. Yes, that's right. I feel myself repressing emotion instead of observing, or feel everything too much. Again, Jay, this is what I share with you. This is just one way. There's many ways how you can learn releasing emotions in a more steady ways. If you need more information, just message me, because again, we could spend another like half an hour talking about this, and I can give you some suggestion how to do it differently, because what works for you, it may not work for another person, you know. So I've given you some suggestions. Shaking is also good. Talking to your little inner child as well is very good. Gratitude. Being now, constantly being now. And creativity. Step into creativity. What do you like to do? Painting, running, I don't know, dancing. Really start doing something, some art, very much, because it will put you in a spirit. And if you put you into a spirit, you are present in life. You are now. So there is no chance to have fear. Amazing that you're writing your stories. Yeah, exactly. Every story, of course, if we heal and turn into wisdom, it's a powerful way of inspiring others to do the same. Any questions before we finish? I'm gonna just, was this helpful what I shared with you? I just would like to see how you feel. So, one thing I want to share with you, focus on solution. Constantly check with yourself. How do I feel? How do I feel now? So if you are getting in some fear, shake. Go for a walk. Start breathing. Start observing. Bring yourself now. Start creating some stuff. Be in your spirit. And then when you are in that energy, or if you are in even anger or anxiety, allow the anger coming through. Punch the pillow, shake. And then when you open yourself and you through breathing, going for a walk or dancing or whatever, changing the vibrations. Now, okay, I'm not gonna choose. Use the word choose over and over again. I choose to step into my power. I no longer choose to be in my powerlessness energy, because fear is powerlessness. So you're stepping into choosing, I am going to be in my power. What is solution for now? My solution is reach out to person, get help. My solution is in this moment, get for another walk and really calm down even more. My solution is now to expand my heart energy and keep expanding my heart energy, opening my heart and expanding my light. My solution here is to eat something healthy, some fruit, or drinking more. Because of course what you eat affects you how you feel as well. What you listen, who you listen, what you watch, it affects you as well. My solution is I'm cutting completely TV and sugar. And I'm choosing exercise more. And trusting that the perfect solution will come. Or perfect help, support will come. Can you see that? So focus on solution. We are amazing, all of us, so gifted, so talented, and we need to also claim our sovereignty. We are free. We can create, we can do whatever we need to do to expand. Exactly, Jay. Zoom out. No zoom in. Zoom in is creating pain, yeah, and stories. Awesome, Kat. So happy for you. And I'm so happy that this was helpful. So if this resonates with you, feel free to join our circle, but also feel free to connect with me if you have any problems. Or then I offer so much other help, even Sunday healing meditations, and check my meditations here as well, or what else I do as well. But if you stuck somewhere, ask. Well, I've noticed people are scared to ask. Just ask. When I want something, I do ask. I'm not staying in my paralyzing energy. I ask. So this will help you to move forward. So I shall see you around again, whether it's the circle, whether it's somewhere else. I'm gonna definitely schedule some more calls. Feel free also in my circle, put some suggestion if you want me to talk about certain topics. Put there. So my thing is talking about spirituality, connection, deep connection with your body, spirit, healing, stepping into your power, doing your soul purpose. Of course, so anything about healing, anything about expanding, anything about ascension journey in spirituality, definitely you can ask me. Healing traumas and emotions and all of that, limiting beliefs, plenty to talk about. And a call to how to cut out sugar. Very easy. Just replace with good one. Because people are scared to cut out of sugar, but remember that the refined sugar is a poison for your body. But sugar from honey, sugar from fruit, it's so needed. So how I did it, I've stopped taking any refined sugar years ago. When I started healing my body, I had lots of pain in my body and certain condition. I was taking pills for 12 years and I healed in 6 weeks. And one of the part what was crucial to change the way how I eat, so definitely sugar, refined sugar was out. So what I do if I crave sugar, we all love sugar, it's needed. It's also nurturing our soul as well. I do, let's say I baked apples with cinnamon and cloves, or I create some healthy vegan cookies, or have fruit salad, or I absolutely love tea with ginger, lemon, and honey, and the honey gives me this. Or sometimes I have good quality dark chocolate, 80% proper cacao, or I make my own cacao, hot cacao, which I am soaking almonds, and next day I'm blending them so I get milk, proper natural milk, not just getting from box. And then I have pure cacao, raw cacao, mixing cacao and big spoon of honey, and this is how I'm getting my sweetness. So there's so many ways, and I'm telling you, when you cut out this refined sugar and you start eating natural sugar, now I wouldn't imagine to eat normal cake or normal things. Like, it's just so sweet that I'm like, how did I ever add that? Absolutely, food, what we eat, it's so important. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Uh, thank you for co-creating this space. Thank you for exchange the energy here, and sending you lots of love and staying in your power, focusing on solution. And if you ever have any questions, just you are sweet enough, Brad. I agree. Just connect with me. Lots of love and have a good day. Bye for now. Thank you for choosing to share a bit of your day today with me. I would like to offer you a free mini course, how to let more love into your life and into your relationships. Just click the link below to register and see you there. Thank you for being here.